Hi, Barry Rogers here, and thank you so much for getting hold of Stealth Jacker Pro. It's an amazing bit of kit, and you can use it in so many different ways. In the instruction manual that you get, you'll see a way of putting an opt-in form over the top of an authority site. So you can find an article on a authority site or any site that is related to a niche that you're building a list in, and you can put an opt-in form over. It doesn't have to be an opt-in form, it can be a CPA offer, can be all sorts of things. But for the video to show you how to use the product, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to show you another use for it that I've found, which is really valuable if you are email marketing and sending people to things like the WSO forum and places like that to buy products. So before I begin, what I've done in preparation, I've just made an empty folder. That's where the pages are going to be put into when I finish the going through the software. So I've made an empty folder ready for that, and I've also made a really quick and simple little bit of a page, okay? And I've done this really quickly. You'll see it's very simple. I just did that in about 5 minutes using Composer, which is a free HTML editor, and it's just like, you know, you just type this and you stick the image there. It's very simple to use, okay? So that took me about 5 minutes to make that, okay? So that's the preparation I've done. So let's bring up the software now, and what I'm going to do here, the first thing it asks you for is enter the link to the authority page. This is the page where the article is, or where people are going to go and see whatever it is you're telling them about, okay? So in this instance, what I'm going to do is not link to an actual page as such, but I'm going to go over into JVZoo, and I'm just going to get links for WSO, okay? So I'm going to take that link, copy it, and that's the link I'm going to put in here. Right, now click next and enter the title you want displayed. I've just put in there, this is a test. Pop-up type, let's go for delay, and I'm going to set it for 5 seconds, so people are starting to read the thread and they'll get a little reminder that I am offering a special bonus for anybody that buys through my link. Okay, so we said that we're going to, I put that little reminder web page that I made into that folder. I've uploaded that to the net already. And next, 800 pixels wide. It's not very tall, so I'm going to set it at 450 pixels. I think the default in there is 500, but mine is not ever so tall, so I'm going to put it at 450. And I'm not going to bother with an image. You could put an image in there. If you're going to share this on Facebook or anything like that, you could put an image on there, and it'd be a good idea to go to the Warrior Forum, maybe grab the box image or whatever for the product, and you can put that on there if you wanted to. If you're going to an authority site, pick an image from the actual article. Most articles have images in there. You can just choose something that's already on the article that you're showing people. This is put in by default, and it's the excerpt from the article on the authority site, and it's put in as what you put in previously as the text. So you can change this, or you can leave it as it is. Normally that would be the title of the article that you're showing people. For this instance, I've just used it as a test. So now it says create pages, and it's going to ask me where to create them. So I go to that folder, that empty folder I made earlier, Stealth Demo, and just in a second or two, and it's already made. Okay, so we can just minimize that now, and here are our pages. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to bring up the FTP program. You can use whatever FTP program you like. I'm going to include this one. It may look a little bit different to this one. I'm going to include this one in with the pack. It's very simple to use. And I've connected to my web server, and you can see it over this side. And I've already created here a folder called Stealth Demo. Let's open that up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click all of these, holding down Control so it selects all of them, and I'm just going to drag them over and copy them into that folder in the FTP program. Okay, so that is now copying into there. Only takes a second or two to do it, and they're all there. So now we can minimize that. Let's bring up Chrome, and let's go, that's the index, and what do we call it? We called it Stealth Demo. And we'll see it will go to the WSO. This is the one, and I'll just start reading it, and then looks interesting, yeah, and then I get this little reminder popping up telling the person, hey, buy this WSO now and get these amazing bonuses worth over $200. Now obviously I'll list the bonuses there, but you can see how powerful that is. Okay, it's reminding people, you've basically hijacked the Warrior Forum, and you've got people reminded of the fact that you are giving some bonuses if they buy that product. Now this works with JVZoo perfectly. It won't work with WSO Plus because they don't allow iframing, and I will say that one or two sites you can't use this method on. Google is one of them, WSO Plus is another, and these sites are sites which prevent this kind of iframing from happening, but they are very much in the minority. And I would always suggest it's very, very quick just to set up one of these and test it if you're using it on a major site like Google, for example, something that big. Test it first to make sure that it works okay. 99.9% of sites it works on. There are just one or two that have prevented it from happening. Okay, so enjoy the software. That's just one use of it that I've given you there, but there are tons and tons. If you imagine that you're sending, let's say, to an article on, I don't know, dog training, and halfway through the article a little pop-up comes with a CPA offer for a dog training course, or an invitation to join a dog training newsletter. That's powerful. That's powerful because people think that it is the authority site that is creating that pop-up, and so they treat it with a little bit more seriousness. So there you go. Have fun with it, and I hope it makes you a bunch of money. Thank you very much for watching.